This right here, I just want to put right now. This right here,
Let me get
this
this.
is the first one I want to show you.
Okay, let me see.
Mr. Rock and Roll movie, one of the movies we was in. And it's the first $5 I made with Little Richard. We made $15 a night when I first joined Little Richard Band. That was a lot of money. They would guarantee us 4 nights a week.
Let's get a picture of that right there. Look at you back then.
Oh yeah.
How about that?
But take a picture of that 1953. The note. What is it? It's not like the regular $5 bill.
No, it's not. We'll pay to the bear on demand. How about that? Eighth Notes. You were saying something about when you were a kid. You used to go and you guys would straighten your hair. You know.
Oh, but I couldn't find a comb. But I'm gonna send you a picture of the comb. I had my daughter send you the picture. I couldn't find a straightening comb and the thing, the hot comb that black women used to straighten their hair with. And that's you guys don't know.
Was that like the pick kind of thing?
It's a straightening comb. It's like a brass straightening comb. You put it on a fire and you heat it up, and you take your hair and you make your hair straight. And then after that, you get the curl and you curl them up like that. Sometimes it burn the hell out you when you.
Yeah.
But and we have to dress like that. In other words, for to play the white club, so we wouldn't be a threat to the white girl. We could. That's the strategy, man. People talk about. You don't know what we went through. We dressed like that, like a bunch of colored gay guys. So, in other words, we wouldn't be a threat to the white girl. But we did what we want anyway, you know.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't be a threat. So the promoters said, yeah, Lemon, they're innocent anyway. They're not going to be a bunch of sissies. But the only guy in the band was gay, was Little Richard. He's bisexual, Little Richard bisexual. But that's the way Richard introduced. We used to wear tight clothes and colorful clothes, get our hair curled and pancake makeup and all that stuff. That's the way we introduced rock and roll down south before Richard made it big.
So you guys were kind of like, some of the later bands like Alice Cooper and who was that? Screaming Jay. You guys were like sort of the.
Screaming Jay Hawkman was out at that time because we played the Apollo Theater with Screaming Jay Hawkman coming out the casket.
Right. Yeah.
But we started with all due respect, we started the parties and the orgies. We the one that started that. And Tom Johns, he started that in the 60s or 70s. The girls were throwing panties at us back there in the 50s. We started, we didn't get no kind of recognition. You know, we started all that stuff, man, party. We used to have girls follow from California to Washington to Canada and different places like that. And on the East Coast, to follow from Washington, D.C. to Baltimore, Maryland. Baltimore, Maryland played a Royal Theater in Baltimore, Maryland. And then the Howard Theater in D.C. and then the Apollo Theater. They would follow us all on the East Coast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, getting back to the straightening thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to equate this to drumming now, and you'll see, because back, in the day of rock and roll, when it was first started, when it got, its humble beginnings, it was coming out of a jazz-based rhythm, which was a triplet, the ding, ding, a ding, ding, a ding.
Well, it was swing.
It was coming out of swing, yeah.
It was swing, yeah. But let me tell you something about all that stuff, man. Swing, and I was a jazz lover. I was doing the bebop days. I was young, the bebop days and stuff like that. But you couldn't make no money playing progressive jazz those days.
You still can't.
Man. Man, look. Mac Roach, Art Blakely, Shelley Mann, Buddy Rich, Louis Bellson, all those guys, You
want this here or?
Yeah, put it right. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right up front and personal. Like that.
Well,
look at that.
This is not my drum. We don't like this drum.
Yeah.
But you talk about doing the swing area.
Right. Swing. That's a swing thing,
That's the swing. Now that's what they had those days, the swing, for swing big band and also rhythm and blues band like Roy Brown. You ever heard of Roy Brown?
Oh yeah.
And people like that, Wyoming Harris and people like that. But well, I heard the drummer you play. I heard But Richard wanted something different.
Okay.
Little Richard wanted something different. He liked it, the swing and everything. He said, "Well, don't have enough energy in it." So Richard brought me down to the train station in Macon, Georgia, and he told me that this comes by the train station, and I want you to listen to something, Joe. Listen to where the train go off, you know, and the train, you know. He said, "What kind of notes are those?" I said, "After the train pick up, that's 8 notes, because they go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's when I came up with that. But first I experimented that, because we were staying at Dean's Hotel, and he said, "Next time you have rehearsal by my house, I want you to play those kind of notes behind me, the 8 notes." You understand?
Oh yeah.
And about a week I had a chance to experiment with that up in the hotel. So I would ask the people in the hotel, "What you think about that?" "Oh yeah, I like that. I hear it all the time." And I said, "What you think about this? Which beat stay in your head the most?" And that's what I came up with the, you know. Four beats on your bass drum. But
exactly.
The clever thing about that, because we didn't have a bass player when we first started out, until Richard after Tutti Frutti was made, we had an electronic bass, because he didn't like the upright bass, because the upright bass was more for jazz, and it didn't look right on the bandstand, upright bass. And it was not convenient to travel with. So I used to have to play a lot of stuff full on my bass drum to make the band sound full. And also I would have my cymbals a little crack open like that, so it sounds. Good golly, miss. You understand that? And then that Keep a Knockin', I came up with Keep a Knock. You know about Keep a Knockin', I came up with Keep a Knock. He wanted a full bar intro to guitar, try to play it in the saxophone. Well, I came up with this Keep a Knockin'. You see, so when the tempo was a little higher, I would play mostly like a backbeat, but like a Good Golly Miss Molly, when the tempo was slower down, I would actually be doing it with my snare drum.